The Lost Witch takes place in a fantasy village where you will follow 3 characters: a witch, the princess, and her father, the king. Throughout the game, it'll take place in 3 distinct acts. And in those acts, it will include items, puzzles, and interactive dialogue. So essentially, not talking to the right character or not having the right item at the end of the act could result in a different ending later down the line. In Act 1, the player plays as the witch, where we get to see the village at its most prosperous state until the king calls the witch to his castle demanding immortality from them. But of course, the witch can't give the king immortality. I mean, the witch has already given the king magic and everything that they can. So immortality is just something they cannot do. And so in his greed, he exiles the witch to the forest. In Act 2, or The Fall, the player is controlling the princess. And through the princess's eyes, we get to see the village crumbling and the atmosphere slowly degrading. And the king is unknown as to why this is all happening. So the princess must venture out into the woods and escape her father's grasp in order to bring the witch back to the village and save her people. Lastly, in Act 3, we are controlling the witch once again, and you and the princess must navigate your way through the village and into the castle, where you must battle the king and dethrone him. Once you've succeeded, and if you've succeeded all the little mini quests throughout the Act 1 and 2, then the princess will become queen, and together they will bring the village back to the state that it once was. And I figure I should also mention that everything in this game was made by me. You know, from story idea to concept art, character designs, it was all me. Anyway, with that out of the way, it's definitely a relatively simple game, but what I think makes my game stand out is the exploration of themes such as greed, perseverance, and triumph in the face of tyranny. But also strong female leads in a simple, very easily digestible format. Not to get into some of the technical stuff, The Lost Witch is an RPG side-scroller story-based game. The game, I don't imagine, would take anywhere longer than, say, 30 minutes max to finish. It's a very low-key game that I'd say fans of titles such as Stardew Valley would like. The game is made for anyone, so anyone, any age really, but I imagine that it would mostly be popular among teenage girls, but really anyone is open to play it. I try to make it accessible to everyone. And now, just to summarize everything up real quick, The Lost Witch is a side-scroller RPG story-based game which explores themes of greed, perseverance, and includes strong, capable female characters in a short, easily accessible format made for players of any age.